what's up, guys? Welcome to Film Freaks.
A show for film fun and all things entertainment.
I'm Jessica Lan.
And I am Abi Flores. And we are at it again. Now we're getting towards the end of the season here. We are going to dive into episodes 7. Or no, it's not 7 and 8. 8 and 9. No,
yes.
9 and 10. We are diving into episodes 9 and 10. It's been a lot of episodes.
Yeah, we've been watching way too many episodes.
So 9 and 10. So again, if you haven't seen it.
So you got a spoiler. I'm giving you 3 seconds. 2, 1. You've been warned.
Alrighty. So I think episodes 9 and 10 are definitely the weakest of the bunch. Mm-hmm. Especially episode 10. I feel like episode 9 was a filler episode. It was all about, well, not all about, but the majority of it was Detective Misty and this psychologist sitting in a room. And then they had kind of other scenes here and there.
Right.
So that's kind of how I felt. I felt like it was like a filler episode. It wasn't horrible, not as bad as 10, but that's kind of my impression of
Yeah,
that
I mean, episode 9 was really just a big, like soul searching, if you will, for Misty to find out why she's been on edge, and you get to find a little more information about Misty and her backstory and on why she became an officer and all this other stuff. So I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was definitely one of the weakest links of the series. But, I mean, at the same time, you do get some backstory, so I'm kind of like 50-50 with the episode.
Yeah, it wasn't horrible. It was, like I said, it just felt like a filler. They didn't, it was revolved really around her, and then they showed a little bit of other stuff going on, too. And then you get into episode 10, which to me had, like, the weakest plot holes, I guess, that you could we call those. Just a lot of stuff going on that it's like, what?
Did it make sense, or it's just kind of like realistically, like,
yeah.
I don't know if I would call it terrible writing or what, but there were just a lot of little things that I'm like, how do you even justify what you guys just did there? Like,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, you start with the acid bath, and it's supposed to be boiling acid, right? Yet Luke is wearing like a plastic face mask and the cords and all, like that stuff's not, it's boiling acid.
But yet it's not burning.
Right, it's
and then,
there. Yeah, and then you got Misty going in for surgery, right? And her hands, she's just wearing plastic gloves. Like, boiling acid eat right through that.
You mean
Misty.
Not Misty.
Oh, Claire, I'm sorry. Claire was going in for surgery, like,
and she
right.
dips her hand in acid,
Right.
and it's like not just any like it's boiling acid.
Exactly,
so
and they completely bypassed the bullet in his shoulder. Like that thing explodes, right after it digs into him, and then the shrapnel starts to spread. I mean, it had been almost 2 days by the time they get him in the acid. Like they would have had to remove that too, but they totally just didn't even acknowledge it.
They didn't acknowledge it, but they did do a little patch after that whole sequence went through. They cuts to Misty and they do this whole thing, and then they come back to Lucasian. She does one of these on that shoulder. Like what?
Yeah.
Like you literally just took 2 shrapnel, shards of metal, called it done, brought them back out, and completely forgot about the left shoulder.
Yeah, so I don't know if that was like completely missed in during production, and they were like, well, we're just going to run with it.
Or they were like, they can assume they were going to dip them down again in between all this and bring them back up and just disregard whatever.
Yeah.
Little things.
Exactly, and then you get to the club, and he's walking around like, this is the most wanted guy. Everybody knows his face. Everybody knows he wears a hoodie. Which they repeat that mistake later. But then... yeah, it's like there's plenty of people in the club. Somebody would have spotted him.
Right, and then like he's big and black. I mean, this guy is massive. He's wearing a hoodie. The guy, his MO.
Right.
He's going through the club, and then on top of that, you have the girl that the hostess or the waitress for the VIP, and she walks right past him, and she's not going to say or not be aware that his presence is there. I mean, the guy is a monster. He's towering 80% of the people, and nobody realized. I'm like, really? He just ninja his way into Cottonmouth? Like, what?
So yeah, that was funny because there was, like I said, a lot of little things like that in episode 10 that were kind of like, come on, guys. But go ahead.
Outside of that, I mean, it was good. It was just a lot of little things that it was too convenient for the storyline to push the storyline. I'm like, so convenient that it took me out of the episode, where it's just like really like it just everything fell in perfect place, where in a perfect world this would have happened. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
you guys are doing great in this one episode out of the 10 that we've seen so far. It's just been
right. And I was cracking up because Diamondback is pissed that nobody can find Luke Cage because he wants to kill him. Yet like he's the one that shots him, lets him get in the garbage truck, and like drives off.
Right, shoots him in the abdominal when he had a perfect shot the first time to shoot him in the head,
Right.
and then he had another again, like what we discussed in the previous episode.
Right.
He had 3 other opportunities to shoot him, and at the very last scene, he could have shot him in the head, but he decided to shoot him in the shoulder and
Right.
let him drive off in the garbage.
Exactly.
And then you want to complain
I
about.
understand why he's so mad when he's the reason why they can't find him. Like,
okay, whatever. That was so frustrating. Like the episode was.
Yeah, so like we were saying, 9 and 10, not the greatest episodes. Still loving the whole series overall. Like Jay was saying, like we understand that it's the the convenience of pushing the storyline, but it's like, come on, these are just common sense, blatant things that like you guys just totally just kind of
disregarded.
went right over. So not the greatest episodes, kind of forgettable, but like I said, still enjoying the episode.
Right. Absolutely.
So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys kind of feel the same way we did about episodes 9 and 10?
All right. See ya.
Thanks, guys.
Well, hey, Film Freaks, if you guys enjoyed watching our video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up.
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
And go ahead and check out some of our other videos. Do it now!
What's the matter with you? Do it now!
Do it!
It's not a tumor!